Welcome back, fellow YouTubers. It's your bad old Uncle Chris here at Land of the Wombats, and I'm here to share some stories from the off-grid pirate lifestyle here. And all around me, I am standing in our pumpkin patch. This place is huge. We'll get at least 100 pumpkins from this patch, and that'll be enough to see us right through until the end of probably spring, and then they start to get a bit mushy and then they turn into new plants. And we got a couple of different varieties behind me. We've got the Queensland Blue. They're quite large. They'll turn out to be like a bluey sort of colour, about that sort of big each. They're quite large. And also behind me, a bit further back, is the small round orange squash. And those things are pretty good. They're actually really good. They're a bit smaller, about sort of this sort of size. And they're really good because you can roast them, and they're a meal-sized squash. So they're pretty good. Yeah, now next year we'll move the pumpkin patch from this place here, and we'll take them further down the hill and plant them where the potatoes are today. And we'll bring the potatoes up here. You really have to practice crop rotation. These are actually amazingly healthy, but yeah, you wouldn't want to grow them in the same ground over and over again. It's been a heat wave this week, and some of the days have been very hot, and the nights have been even hotter. And it's no good for doing work in the garden, but during those hot days we can get up early and get out and do some of this rock work. Now, we're always short of large rocks, and just up behind me you can see there's the remains of a rock outcrop. And what we do is we get in and drill holes in the boulders, and then get a jackhammer, electric jackhammer, and just smash them up and break them up into chunks. Now these produce sort of large rocks, which are really useful on some of the projects that we're doing, and you'll see one of them in a couple of seconds. But yeah, super useful, and yeah, when you're on the side of a slope, you really do need rocks. And then up behind me you can see we've got lots of intriguing things that the loggers left, and they dropped this quite large tree probably decades ago, and you'd think the tree had rotted, but no, it's full of ant holes. I'm pretty sure it's absolutely covered in termites. But yeah, we'll eventually cut that up into firewood. Yeah, it's one of the best sustainable fuels that you'll get. It's super local, and it's right on the back door. The greenhouse really punches above its weight in at this time of year. Even with the heat waves that we had this week, I kept it closed to really cook the plants inside here. And you can see some of the beautiful tomatoes we're getting. This is a tigerella, and we slice that into thin slices and chuck it through the dehydrator, and then they're great for winter feed. And we also grow alpine strawberries rather than the more traditional hybrid strawberries. Now these taste really good. They're kind of like almost like a bubble gum, and they self-seed every year. They grow new plants. They're a really low stress plant, much lower stress than the large hybrid strawberries. And we've made a fair few steps this week. I actually forget how many we've made, probably 4 or something, I can't remember. We've got 2 more steps to go, and then the staircase will be meeting ground level with the house. So I'm excited about that, I can tell you. It's been a big project. I think there's about 24 steps all up. But it's super useful. It gives us a path between the courtyard and the sunny orchard, which we probably use all the time. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.